hello, hello,
everyone.
hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, world. Thank you for coming on here today with us on another episode of the Digipreneur
Digipreneur
Life.
Life.
um, my name is Paula, and I'm from friendly Manitoba.
Hi, and I hope you guys enjoyed our last episode about neuro-linguistic programming with our special guest, Mr. Darlene Kai Angeles. And now we are
Yeah,
up to another episode again today. This is Jel from the Innovative UAE. Hi.
awesome. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about today, Jill?
Actually, if you will
You,
remember, no, from our last episode, we discussed about why do people quit, right? And
yeah,
now, well, it connects to our episode
it
today,
is
but this
connected.
time, yeah, like it is on the brighter side, like why people quit on the brighter side. So, yep,
Different kind of quitting. Yeah,
yeah,
better
different
kind
kind
of
of.
quitting.
It has something to do with very inspiring quitting technique. I'm not sure,
Quitting technique.
but
Yes, I love it.
yeah, but this is on a brighter side. That's why this topic is so interesting to hear about, to all
Yeah,
our viewers, because this is one way that you can envision your future. So that's
true.
why, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as you said, today's episode is connected to that, somehow connected to that episode when we talk about what are the reasons people quit, right?
Yes,
Quit their project, quit whatever, right?
yep.
Today we are gonna talk about, we're gonna interview someone who is a job quitter.
Mm.
Why did Jel say that it's a good kind of quitter? Because, well, you find out yourself later on while she talks about her journey and her husband's journey, actually. So,
Yes.
without further ado, let me introduce to you our guest for today, job quitter. She is a former former health professional, a mom of one, a fur mom too, like me, and she's a successful online business owner, mentor, and coach. Please
Mm.
welcome everyone, Ate Lilibeth Gomez.
Still
Hi,
accurate.
ate.
Hello,
Hi there.
Ate.
Good
Morning,
morning in
guys.
Calgary.
Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for having me in your show. Wow.
Wow.
We are blessed to have you in the show.
Yes,
We are
we
so blessed
are.
to have you here, Ate. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. So, ate, how's your day? How's your morning?
It's
Super early.
okay. Thank you for this early uh, moment. This
Yeah.
is usually I'm since I quit my job as I'm a job quitter. Usually I wake up a little bit late because I spend more time late before going to bed because this business
uh,
is worldwide, right? So we have
Yeah.
mm.
different business partners around the world. So
True.
okay.
All right. So, why don't we go ahead and start the conversation running, Jel?
Yes.
What are your questions for Ate Lilibet?
Actually, ate, this is one of my goals, 'di ba, Polay? Actually,
Yeah.
I'm already at the peak of, I don't want to retire like I wait for 60 years old for me to retire. So, it is really one of the goals I would like to hit, like before I reach 40, at least I'm already a job creator and I could say that I'm a
Successful.
businesswoman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
successful.
successful
That's right.
businesswoman. And yeah,
Correct. Correct.
but first, we would like to know, no, what was your life before turning yourself to be a digital business owner?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so
Juicy question, Ate.
anything else, good morning again to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. For all of you who are watching this live, and for all of you who can watch this live later, hope you guys are having a great day. So I'm Lilibeth, originally from the Philippines, and I've been here in Canada for more than 14 years. So I'm a nurse by profession, but prior to finding this business, I have three jobs.
Mm,
Three jobs.
wow.
Full-time job, one part-time job, and one weekend nights job. So
Oh my.
it's not. That's why if you really want something, that the time is not the problem because you have to know. what to prioritize, right? So
Yeah.
it came to the
True.
point that I got burnout from working. You know, life here in Canada is not so cheap, right? And
Ugh.
my very first why is my son, because I left him in the Philippines when he was 1 year and 6 months, and I started working abroad. And then when the time come that God brought me here in Canada, I promised myself to spend more time with him when he comes here. But it didn't happen because by the time he's here, we have mortgage, we have car loans, we have
Yeah.
lots of bills here.
Yeah.
So we need to work hard. Even my husband need to work two full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And and one time, I think he's 11 or 12, I told him that me and his dad is working 24 hours on the weekend. So he should keep the door locked, don't answer the phone, or, don't entertain strangers. And then he told me, "Don't worry, mom, I'm a big boy now and I'm used to it already. I'm used to
Yeah.
it. You leave me by myself." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm crying on my way to work. And that's it. I started to look for an opportunity, and I started to resign from my other job. So I have two jobs when I really found this business. And it's hard, guys. It's hard if all your efforts, all your time are spent in your job. It's like you
True.
don't have life anymore. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time for your family, especially for your children if you have children. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my life. Just work, church, and home. Work, church, home. That's
Routine already.
routine
Yeah.
already. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to give it to you, Ate, because when you said that you were so busy and you have how many jobs and you work 24 hours, mind you, you still have time for church. I mean, I don't, I always find excuses not to say that, okay, I cannot go to church. Meanwhile, you're working 24 hours. You make me you make me look bad. I'm kidding. But yeah, on another note, it's beautiful, because you don't lose your faith, even though you're having hard time. It's life, and I love it. So my question is, can you describe your life when you were an employee? What your routine was going to work? I know that you've already sort of talked about that in the first question, but can you elaborate a little bit, what was your routine then?
Yeah, sure. So prior to finding this business, I only have two jobs remaining, right? Because I quit my weekend jobs, I think 4 years ago. So I wake up in the morning from 8 o'clock, and then go home at 4:30. Cook cook food for supper for my son, because my husband is working from 8 to 10 in the evening. So
Oh my god.
I'm saving food for lunch and dinner for my husband because he's not eating here. So after I cook dinner, we will just eat, my son, and then I leave him for my other job. So
Mm,
daily routine, that's daily routine. Except if I don't work Sundays, then that's the time we spend a little bit time with him. But
mm,
then it's not enough, right? Because as I've said, I left him in the Philippines when he was 1 year and 6 months. And my goal is to spend with him at home. So yeah, that's my daily routine. No troubles before. No
oh
troubles.
my gosh. No time for that anymore, even, you know. Um,
Yeah.
how can you compare it though to now being a job quitter, Ate?
It's so amazing, guys, to be a job quitter and be your own boss. Today I own my time, right? I joined this business in 2017. Of November 30, I became a business owner,
Hmm.
and quit my job on my seventh month. Actually, ninth month, because I filed my resignation my seventh month, but then my doctor asked me to stay at least 2 months. So
Wow.
official 9 months. And after that 9 months, of you know what, at first day, at first week, I don't know what to do because you're used to work 2 to 3 jobs, and then on the 11 in the ninth month you're not working with somebody else anymore, right? So
Yeah.
Lord, what will be my routine now, right?
Yeah.
So but because the business is growing and growing, we started to strategize how we are going to manage our time. But of course, you own your time. You can wake up anytime you want, right?
Mhm.
And we can spend more time with each other, especially our relationship as husband and wife now are very intimate because before we don't see each other, even we're both here in Canada. And
Right.
our son is very happy because we were able to pick and drop him at school before. So
Yeah.
yeah, so amazing, guys.
Nice.
Ate,
Nice.
during pre-pandemic, were you able to travel most of
Yes,
the time for this one? How many times did you travel, Ate, in a...
almost every month because we always go to Vancouver
Oh,
every month
Nice.
for our awarding, right? And international in 2019, we spent our Christmas in the Philippines after 2 decades.
Wow.
wow.
2 decades.
Yes.
Oh
Ooh.
my God.
Well, Christmas, because Christmas is very expensive season, right?
I know. I
So,
know.
yeah, and then 2020 again, we went back again. Actually, our plan is to go home every year now, but because of this pandemic, we weren't able to go back last year. So hopefully next year, if everything, is okay to travel, then we might go again. So,
Yeah.
guys, you cannot do that when you are an employee because I'm on, especially me, I'm only allowed for maximum of 6 weeks. But as a boss of your own, I spent 2 months in the Philippines, two
Huh.
months worrying about the bills.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's
Yeah,
it's it's difficult. I mean, you had 6 weeks of vacation credits. I only have three because I've only been here in Canada for about almost 7 years, and I'm pretty new with my current job as a
yeah,
steel sales representative.
yeah,
I've only been there 3 years, so
yeah,
that's why I haven't earned that much vacation credit. But
yeah,
you know, as Jill said earlier, the goal is actually you. You are the
Yeah,
goal. So become like
to
you,
get
right?
exactly what you have right now.
Yeah,
I
to
will
get
definitely
there.
say.
yeah. You're
Yes.
almost there.
Yeah,
But ate, I'm
thankfully.
a little bit intrigued also. I mean, when you arrive on quitting your 9 to 5 grid, um, was it hard? I mean, are there any challenges before you arrive on the decision to quit a job? And of
Yes.
course, when you're establishing also your digital business, what are those challenges that you have encountered last time?
Okay, okay. Before I
That's
finally
my
decided
question.
to quit my job, before I filed my resignation. It's very hard for me because I love my career, right? And I'm I'm so privileged that God has given me this job to be a private assistant nurse in a
Mm.
1 year clinic here in Sherwood Park. And I'm so blessed with my doctor because he trusted me to look after his patients. So I built a relationship with 5 years. I worked there for 5 years. I built a relationship already with the patients, and every time I think because they come and see me every 3 months, you know,
Yeah. Oh
they come
gosh.
every 3 months, and whenever they come, they brought me something that they are thankful. They can hear.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm trying to file my resignation, I'm crying, and I really prayed to God. I really prayed to God
Oh.
because I know that God has given me that career, right? And then now I'm trying to surrender it to Him too. So, but then,
Yeah.
but then God's message is I'm leveling up in helping other people. So you are
Oh.
still helping. He said you are still helping, but in other ways. So at least there's still that passion to help.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it's like I'm hearing those words, right? So and then my doctor, when I filed my resignation, he's so sad. He's so sad because he said, I can't find any more people like you.
It's
So
hard to find, yeah, someone you really trust and, you know.
until now, he didn't replace me. He's still texting me, messaging me if I can just do even the weekends. And I said, I'm so sorry. I have lots of things to do now in my business. So yeah, and
I have interviews to go to on weekends. Right?
it's not that it's okay probably if your job is a very tough job, right? And if you really hate your job, it's very easy to say goodbye, right? But
Yeah.
in my career, in my job, until now they are still asking if I'm coming back, my patients. So yeah. And when I'm starting the business, what's the other question again? When I started
Yeah,
the
yeah. When you were
when you were
establishing your digital business, the challenges that you have encountered at that time, and
oh
then yes, for
yeah
sure there
Oh,
are a
she
lot of
had trouble.
challenges.
Her
yeah
challenge is actually to give her notice because everyone's just sad with her leaving, right? That's her challenge.
yeah yeah. And I don't know if you heard about the story of my husband. He is, every time they ask me about challenges, he's my very first challenges.
Uh,
Because he doesn't want me to do this business, because
oh,
I'm a risk taker. So I'm really looking for something that can supplement my income and that I can do at home, because I really want to stay at home with my son.
yeah,
So I've been looking to a lot of opportunities, and all of them failed. I always cry, and he doesn't want to see me crying again, because
yeah.
he said that's online, that's another scam. But I said, don't say that yet. Okay, wait. I'll prove it to you. Then it's up to you. You can also check. But he said, no, don't think about it. So he's my first challenge. But uh, sometimes that's why he said, now every time we talk, thank you for not listening to me. I
Oh, you
insist.
are both blessed with each other because even though he did not really like what you wanted to pursue, like this business, he
Mhm.
lets you
Yeah,
make that decision on your own. Even though in his heart, I don't like it, you know what? But still, you were able to pursue it. You were able to do it because somehow, somewhere down there, he finds it in his heart that he has to support you. Maybe he doesn't want to support the business, but he wants to support you
yeah,
as his wife, right? So that's
mhm,
a good relationship.
yeah,
That takes a good relationship to
yeah.
actually um, do that, right? So,
Yeah.
Jel, any other question for Ate?
But
Yeah.
Ate, what suddenly changed your husband's
Oh,
mind?
Ate.
Oh,
Yes,
mm,
since he is your number one
yeah,
challenge.
yeah. So
So
what I did, because I understand him, because he didn't watch the workshop, right? So he
mm,
doesn't
right,
know what is the business all about. But he just, okay, it's up to you, he said. So what I did is I sent him the replay, because we don't see each other, right? He's at work.
right, right,
We just see each other when it's bedtime. So I'll send him the workshop replay. I send him the video from our community, which is 100,000 community members now.
yeah,
When
oh
I
yeah, yay,
100,000.
when I
my
started,
gosh,
there's only 800 of us, and now there's 100,000. So I send every video that he can watch, and of course I send him the the benefits of having this online business. And I didn't realize that I didn't realize that he's trying to do a research over of his,
ha,
and he found out that it's legitimate. Then he's just watching me, and then one day I told him to get the mail, because sometimes we ask our son to get the mail, because it's always bills, right?
yeah,
And then, yeah, just let your son go get the mail, because it's just in the backyard, very close. No, I want you to get the mail, because I know there's food is coming. So he found that two envelopes in the under my name. So what is this? So open it.
Two
And
envelopes. So wow.
so that's the start. Then he start, supporting me every workshop. He stayed late at night,
Yeah.
and because we have lots of inquiries before, and he's starting to help me in answering those inquiries. And he joined after, we strategize our business. So we joined before, I think, 4 months, when I'm in 4 months in the business.
Yeah.
And then finally, because we can afford, I can the company can afford to pay him already, so we both quit our jobs at the same time.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? That's the goal.
Nice, nice.
That is the goal. I love it. I love your story, Ate. I'm pretty sure there's more to tell, right? But today we are going to celebrate you and Kuya Roger on being job quitters and being amazing servant leaders. I watch you, like, I follow you guys every time, and I see
Yeah.
how well you handle your team, your your business partners, and I love it. Right, Jel? Any more
Yes,
questions for
right.
Ate, Jel?
For me, I mean, it's okay. I just hope our mompreneurs, no, our digital business owner mompreneurs over there who has this number one challenge that Ate had before for their
Yeah,
with
be
regard to their husband.
inspired.
I really
Yeah,
hope they're listening right now. Maybe they can get the secret of
true.
Ate.
Yeah,
That's
Yes.
true. True,
I
true.
think
We
they,
hope
they,
that
they
you can
just
inspire.
didn't watch the webinar. That's why. So,
yes,
Yeah.
mompreneur, shout out to your hubbies. Watch the
yes,
That's the
webinar.
first Yeah, that's the first step, I think, is to know what it is first before you
Yeah.
even decline it, because knowledge is power. If you don't know what it is,
mhm,
you you shouldn't be talking about it. You shouldn't be allowed to give your 2 cents
yeah,
about it,
that's
right?
right.
I mean, that's how look at it. So I told my husband, when I saw this, I told him I want to do it, and then he didn't want to watch the webinar, and I said, "Well, I want to do it," and he said, "Yeah, it's up to you." And I told him, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I need your support.
Uh-huh.
And then he said yes. And Ate, you know what? Maybe I'm luckier than most in our community, because I have a very supportive husband. I tell him what to do. He make Yeah, he makes contents for us. He scheduled contents for us. He's my cameraman and everything. And that's how he shows his support.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So yes, I love it, Ate. Thank you so much. And lastly, can you give us an advice for people who are looking, to be like you, to quit their jobs and be online business owners? What are the things that people should think about, or
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
forward to?
Okay. You know what? Maybe I'm this very determined because I have a big why. If you have a big why, if you have a big dreams for yourself and your family, you have to think outside of the box. You don't just be contented, because for me, if you will ask me, I'm very contented before, but I want time, right? Because
Yeah,
there's the difference between money and time is, how much money you have, but you don't know how much time you have, right? So our children are growing so fast. So if you are not there, even on their small milestones, then you will miss it already. You cannot return it back.
mm,
So for me, guys, especially if you experience being away from your kids, if you experience being an OFW, because I was once an OFW, it's so hard. It's so hard. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry, but guys, I just want you to know that those small milestones of our kids are very important. That's the memory that they will bring until they become old. So what do you want your children will tell their friends about you, as their mom, as their dad, when they're
yeah,
growing? right?
Yeah.
So think about it. If you have a big dreams for them, look outside the box. Find an opportunity that you think can can supplement your income or you can do at home, okay? And if someone offered you an opportunity, don't be scared. Don't hesitate to ask. Maybe this might be the opportunity that you have been waiting for. This
Sure.
opportunity was shared to me. That's why I'm sharing it to everyone too. And these ladies are sharing it to everyone too because you never know. This might be the opportunity that God's is preparing you, right? So take an action, register on their website, and just see to it if this business is for you. If not, we're still friends, right? No hurt feelings. So yeah, that's the only
Sure.
thing I can say. Take an action and fight for your dreams.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Wow, ang ganda nun, ate. I think Jel's frozen. She, and don't worry, this is normal for her. She like, I mean, I think the episode will not be complete if one of us will not be frozen or will not be disconnected, right, Jel?
There it is.
But this is the online world, you know. The
Yeah.
internet is, can be can be what do you call this, flicky or whatever, right? So, Jel, anything else that you can, ang ganda nung sinabi ni ate ha, when she
Mhm.
said,
Oo.
you know how much money you have, but you never really know how much time you have. Like if you're
Yes.
20, you can die tomorrow,
Yes.
but you can be 60 or 90 also, but you don't know,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So make the most of it, right?
Yes.
Thank you for watching, Ate Grace. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
guys.
yeah.
Yes.
Ate,
Thank you
thank you
very
so
much,
much.
Ate, for the
Mm-mm.
time and also for sharing all your experiences of being, from employee to be a job quitter and then now a full-time digital business owner. We
Thank you
really
for
learn.
having me.
Actually, sina-idol ko eh. Para mag-quit na sa job ko. Because not every, diba? I mean, we will really come to the point talaga na we will no longer be employees, diba?
Yes.
Yeah,
So we better have to prepare for our future talaga. And
Yes.
if we want to,
correct.
you still want to enjoy life at the fullest,
Yes.
then
Yes.
of course I think job will be a huge huge hindrance to travel, di
Totoo.
ba?
Totoo.
Kaya
Correct.
that's why.
Correct.
Okay,
So,
ate.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much again, Ate. Jel, if our viewers wanted to know anything about what we're talking about here, about the business that we're doing, where do they get the information?
Yeah, simply you can go to our business pages in Facebook.
Mhm.
Uh
Oop, nawala na naman si Jel. Just business page is Angeliza. My business page is Ramen Paula. Uh, RP Goods Marketing. Her website is the executiveangel.com. My website is www.thepaulabiz.com. Put in your name and your email. We will send you all the information that you need. We will send you a personalized link so that you can go into a complimentary info session that'll tell you the details that you wanted to know about this online business. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for people who wanted to have more time with their family, with their loved ones, to do something else more than just working, going to work and paying their bills, right, ate?
Yes.
So, ate, what's your, ano nga pala, what's your website or what's your business page you can tell our audience to
Oh,
go
that's
and
okay.
visit?
They can find me in your website.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, okay. On that note, I thank you so much, Ate. It's been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure talking to you, and we learned a lot from you. And I hope you can still guest with us next time with Kuya Roger on a different topic, right?
Yes.
And to be able to share your knowledge and your tips
Yes.
about the online world.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for having me, Paula and Jill.
You're very welcome.
thank
It's our
Bye.
pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'm waiting for Jel because I wanted to say Be an educated, business minded entrepreneur only here at your Action Takers channel, the Digipreneur Life. Bye!